Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Watch it, 5. Oh, here we go. Oh, 36, 36. Watch that.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We're going to 53. Watch the shot.
Here's Prescott. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check what he thinks. Check 3.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
3rd down.
Hey, here we go. Go right in. Mike 50. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. 26. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Kill. Here we go, G. Chance. Check 4. Check safety. We're going to 54. Right in. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They're able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
54, Mike. Come off the ball. Check it out. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Elliott, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. So we got three.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
On second and 11 now. Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, you don't want to. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 39.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
6 guys. We're going to 54. Line in. Check 37. 26. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Hey, chill. 27. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
The first down carry for Davis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
80 weapon.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Here we go, 47.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott on the crossing route, complete. That's Shaw. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Smalls. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Dudes. You go tight. You got tight.
26. 26.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. SOS. 26.
1st down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Open man is Cantrell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Line.
Watching you find.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Check.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First down, Titans.
Set. 180.
Just warm up. Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
180.
50, Mike's 50.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Hakeem Butler in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check my 50. Come on. You better bring one. It's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dorsett making the catch. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check.
On first down, it's Elliott. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, kill. We're going to 53.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the backer.
Check. Lucky.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Sam off.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Get it.
Off play action. Jamison. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
Ready?
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go, let's go.
'55, Mike, guys, 55.
Back to throw. Jamison. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Let's go.
A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards on the ground.
And the Titans first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day offense. 3. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
50's the mark. I'm coming.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
14. Cowboys 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
26.
Jump.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll run on first down. Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 10 at the Titans' 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Prescott. From left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Slam.
We're going to 54. Why in?
From the red zone now, Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. Open man completes it to Butler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
That's going to be a long day. Mike 50.
The second down throw here for Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Third and 14.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? I got it. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Hey. Three. 50 to Mike. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got it.
Zoom, fellas. Let's go. One. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
First down, Tennessee.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 50 to Mike.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Canale. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I got one.
He'll look to throw. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
50, Mike's 50.
Mariota to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A first down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And it'll be a hot time across the Cumberland tonight. The Titans have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Titans, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.